Chris Salvador here, and without a shirt. You see my little bones here, my little collarbones. Alright, speaking of bones, which is not a segue at all, I want to talk about future projects in development that are not in development that should be in development. I was trying to send this message to Diablo Cody. Yes, I know, Diablo Cody, the Juno, all the problems, blah, blah. But I was trying, and I don't want to be added as a friend and go through all that bullshit in MySpace. Fuck all that. Fuck that noise, man. Fuck that noise. Fuck it. Fuck that noise. So I guess I can just do it through YouTube. Maybe the message will get across. Hopefully there won't be a bidding war and all this craziness. I saw a documentary on television like a couple weeks back, I believe, and it was about the I don't know how to say it. I'm not Jewish here. The Ramadan War, October War, which is Yom Kippur War, and basically it was pretty fascinating and it was riveting, and it really made me, as just a spectator, go, wow, I wanted that could be a really cool movie. And I started thinking, like, well, who's the perfect person to direct it? Would be Steven Spielberg. So that's basically what this is that I know Steven Spielberg is not developing anything now. He was doing Tintin, but that fell through, or he's not doing it. So I was just going, I think this is a project that I would love to see Steven Spielberg. I think he's it's essentially like the Jewish Pearl Harbor. If you haven't, read anything about the story, you can go into Wikipedia and you'll find all the information you need. Check out the documentary; it's probably floating around on YouTube. You'll get all the information you need. I don't want to really spoil anything. It was an actual event. Bryan Singer has Valkyrie, which is coming out, and this was something interesting to me because I've never seen Jews be kind of, like you see a lot of movies about, like, where the Jews are always usually getting their ass kicked or getting beaten and whatever by the Nazis or whatever. It makes you really think that Jewish people are not fighters and that they're not heroic or as heroic as Americans. And that's just in films. You just never really, you see kind of American/Jewish actors. Like, there's never been like a holy crap, Jews kick ass kind of movie. And, and this is one of those, like, I was captivated where it made me really start going like, wow, Jews, are really heroic in battle, and there's something, and I don't know if it's against the religion to kill or whatever, it is against all religions, well, whatever, but it was something really, it was just a new perspective on Jewish life, and it was just something that was like, wow, like they were in the shit, and even Richard Nixon, I had a completely profound, the idea that Richard Nixon is essentially responsible for the salvation, in a sense, of, Israel is something weird. The idea that, you had Henry Kissinger could care less about helping the Jews during this essential invasion and not helping them, and the idea that, it was just so prophetic, I don't know, it was just something amazing that the guy that did Watergate and that everybody hates, it was kind of like a redeeming act for Nixon to help when he didn't really have to, and kind of help the Jews. I'm not saying that it was all him, I'm just saying, like, he had a choice as a president to kind of, to not care and not help and not, do anything with the Jews and let them kind of get, decimated out here, but he did offer assistance, and I thought that was really that was just blew me away. And the way that he said, well, I remember my mother when I was young said that I in one point in my life I will have to help them, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing. It's an amazing story. It's really cool. Like, it's something that I want to see as a filmmaker. A tank battle. Kind of never really seen a really cool tank battle, and just tanks just killing each other, and it's really cool. It's a movie that it's just a movie that I feel it's a really great movie that has yet to be made. And like I said, for me, Steven Spielberg is the guy to make it. I don't know if he's still got the chops to go and do something like this, because it is pretty. I mean, this is bigger than The Saving Private Ryan. This is huge. I mean, this is a pretty big movie. I mean, and in a way bigger than Schindler's List, in the sense that, for war, it's like it's not really. It's really a kind of war. It's a weird. It's a movie I've never really seen Spielberg make. I've never really, like, you can say Saving Private Ryan, or you could say, Schindler's List, or in those senses, but it's like this is kind of like that amped up to much more difficult, and just being in the shed and the battle, and it could make for a really great movie. So I know that he made Munich, and that was. It wasn't as well received or whatever. It's still a great movie, but it wasn't, But I think this is one that I'm surprised no one's wanted to make this, or is turned on to it, or the October War issue. So yeah, this is me just hoping, as a filmmaking fan. I don't. It's not. I don't even think I could even be involved in something like this. It's too big. It's definitely for the professionals or something, but it's something that, like I said, as a suggestion, if Spielberg's going what project to do next, if he's got the stones, man, I'd like to see October War, or Yom Kippur. So hopefully we get to see it, and hopefully Spielberg considers it, or some other director might. Well, I can't imagine another director, really. It's like I'm thinking, like, maybe who would be. I mean, I really think, it's really down to Steven. So, yeah, hopefully we get to see it, and, hopefully Cate Blanchett can, I was thinking Cate Blanchett could play Golda Meir, or the Minister of Israel. That would be funny. I mean, that would piss off the Jews, like, wow, a British playing a Jewish woman, but Cate Blanchett with some cool makeup could really pull something off here. If you see her as Bob Dylan, I mean, yeah, you could see it. It would piss the Jews off. How dare she, Minister of Israel? But she could be cool. So there you go. There you go. Yom Kippur. Hopefully we might see it. So let's hope the beard makes it.